Hi, I'm gonna need about 5 minutes. You guys can enjoy the music. Hi, you guys. I just need to get my drink. I'm going to put the music back on. I don't know how long it's been off. All right. Hi, you guys. Jimmy live now? I checked, no one was going live. Oh, 13. My son's vacuuming, so I'm going to let the music play. He's just doing his bedroom. Hear that? Wah, 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 wah. Hi, everyone. Why is that on there? Hi, BH, Mary Jane, Pa Cat, Love Metal, Nikki B, Arco Show, Tara Lee, MS. Rapper, you broke your finger? Yikes. How'd you do that? Lulu, Deanna M, Chicken Snake. I waved at you driving through Bellingham Saturday. I saw Fred Meyer. Yeah. Well, there's two in this town. There's one nearish, what end? I'd say near the schools, and then another one that's not quite as old. Well, this one's was built earlier, but they fixed it up or something inside. That's cool. Hi, Cotton Candy, Maria G, Shelly Seashells, Kylie. Oh, you got the new baby. Nice. Thank you. He's beautiful. Hope you are good. Hi to all chat. Missed his. Yes, you're back. That's fine. Glad to know you made it safe on your travels back and everything, you know. Hi, Marion Bays, Elizabeth Watson, Pam C, Deb E. Nice. One that I saw from the freeway. Yeah, more than likely that's mine. That one. Hi, Sunflower Darkness. I got back to you in email. I think I already told you that, though. All right, you guys. Shoot, I need to get my other thing. What are you little kitties doing? Are you just hanging out? All right, watch out. Oh. Goodness gracious. Hi, everybody. Let there be light. Wait. Okay, so Jimmy's going live, or is he live now? Because I saw a notification. It said 1 minute ago my notification came down, but at that point it was in 30 minutes he was going live. Is that what I saw? There, I'm at 50%. This is my messy hair day. All right. Oh, look at you just sitting here. The little black kitty's just sitting there. All right, so these are really interesting cases. First of all, before I forget, copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, Allowance is made for fair use for purpose such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Well, okay, then why do I get in trouble even though I read that? Like, what's up with that? I don't get it. Deb E., I kinda unsubscribed. Hi, Buffalo Mountain, Tennessee girl. Welcome over here. I don't think I've seen you before, but didn't check the time. Oh, hello, everybody. I just saw notification too, but didn't check. Oh, I already read that. A picture before their name. Wanted to say hi, but can't find emoji. Whenever someone has a picture before their name, can't find them. Wanted to say, well, I know her real name, and I even typed that in, and it doesn't do any good. I'm just saying I can't find her. Hi, Robin Smith. Yay. Okay. I didn't even mean to hit that. All right, let me put my little banner thing up. I have a story to tell you guys. I'm not kidding. I've lived here, as most people know. Okay, I don't like a big chunk like that. Wait. Anyway, oops. And I found a kitten today. A kitten. Looks like it's a month older. This is what happened. I decided on a whim to go down at about 8 o'clock my time to not confront, but to let them know that I believe they have a box of mine, right? The $400 self-cleaning kitty litter box or whatever. They were real nice. They're a big family. The mother came to the door. She said her husband wasn't there. Their first name does start with A. My iPad wouldn't work going down there, so I took a picture. I showed it to them on my flip phone, and I can tell they're not lying. They're not looking at each other to cover up anything. They're like, that's not our name. Our name is. And I think it was Olafalo, or there was an F in it. And so now I'm thinking that there's either another family that's kind of Pakistani, for lack of a better word, I just can't think right now, or it's in another building, because we do have a few here that have lived here for a while. In fact, when my daughter went to high school, there were a couple of young girls her age that had the scarves over their head and the long skirts, always had a skirt on, and very nice. They know their English. A lot of them came over here from Seattle with their families. But anyway, they didn't take it. So, I mean, luckily, as everyone knows, Shannon is able to have another one sent to me because I could really, really use that for free, because the name wasn't matched up, right, to the name that was signed. My point in saying all of this again is I heard this meowing. Now, I thought it was a cat, and I thought it sounded like it was outside, right? And I wanted to check and see if it had a collar. It's very, very cold today. It's been raining, cold rain. And I didn't hear it the second I got to the door. I was getting ready to leave, actually, to come up here and take a picture of the name, right? And I told them, I said, I'm not trying to cause problems. I've lived here for 22 years. I used to live in another building for 6. I said, so I'm just trying to figure it out. They told me too that they have gotten a package of someone's and they brought it to their office once. And I told them I've gotten mail, right, in my box. It doesn't belong to me. The name doesn't match. The address isn't right. I mean, I can see messing up on one or the other, but both. So anyway, I hear this meowing. So I'm on the very bottom floor. It's dark outside. I go to the end of the hallway. Can you guys hear me okay and everything? Hi, everybody. This must be another kitten. No, you just wouldn't believe this. You just wouldn't believe this. Wait till you hear this. Hi, just a small town girl and Tams. And any other names I might have missed? I don't think I did, though. Okay, I hear him meowing, and I don't see it anywhere. And it sounds like a cat, right? Not a kitten or anything. And I'm looking, and I actually thought for a quick moment, because it turned out it was nearish where I was. I heard meowing. I knocked on my neighbor, and then her dog came to the door, and then I realized where the meowing was. But it took me a few minutes. I went down, I leaned my not ear up to every door, but where, and then it sounded like it was at the other end. And then I went geek like that, and it meowed again. And it was literally hiding under somebody's shoe rack with all these shoes. So I reached in, and it didn't bite me or anything. I just took the chance. It was meowing and meowing. Pulled it out, and it's about a month older than these. Now, obviously, someone's missing a kitten, but if you can't keep your kittens inside and you can't ever get them to the vet, there's a cyst this big. When I touch it, it's soft, so I don't think it's a tumor. My daughter's really worried. It had crusties in his eyes, and I am not just saying this. Brought it up into my daughter's room, gave it some cat meat, and it was eating like a dog. It hadn't eaten in days. It let me literally pick him up, him or her. We think it's a girl. And as I was holding it, carrying it to my apartment, it was shaking like this. And we have coyotes. I just heard them again the other night. So I'm going to take care of it and probably keep it. Now, if there's a sign or something we're missing, a gray, looks like a gray tabby, then that's a different story. Okay. But this one clearly has been out for a while. There was no collar. It was freezing. It was stuck even under the shoe rack. Now, the shoe rack, it was hidden under, or I could just knock on the door, right? Because you guys are probably, oh, is this your kitten? But it was under the shoe rack of this Pakistani family where I asked about the box that I thought they had signed for me. They readily, instantly said, we don't have any pets, and we don't have cats and this and that. It's not their kitten. It's not. I didn't even have to knock and go, oh, I don't really believe you. Is this your kitten? You know what I mean? So anyway, I'm going to get it, and you guys are going to see it, and you're going to see the cyst. And I'm calling tomorrow morning. I'm setting my alarm. And with the money I've gotten from Cash App and PayPal, it's $75 for a first visit at the cat clinic. And their meds are like $25, $35. And I'm going to get that thing in because it's sick. It's sick. It's got like this wheezing kind of when it's breathing. I'm very worried about it. I do think it'll make it through the night, though. Its fur is very soft and quite clean, but it's sick, and it has a cyst literally this big on its belly. Now, I told Shaylin maybe it was a little bite that got infected. Maybe it's a piece of beauty bark that got in its belly. I don't know. But clearly, this kitten, when you see it, doesn't have a home and hasn't for a while. And I'm not, and this is the thing too. If I take it to the office, they're going to just bring it. Oh my God. They're going to just bring it to the Humane Society, and there's a chance, especially with it being sick, it could be put down. And this is what's so weird, you guys, is we'll go years without hearing or seeing a homeless kitty. I mean, we will, years and years. And we cannot, Shaylin and I can't believe the timing of this. So I will be right back. Look at this. Look at this. I cleaned the stuff out of his eyes. Look at this cyst. Look at that, you guys. Look at that. It's huge. Now, this is a kitten that was meowing and freezing cold a few hours ago. See? You okay? Ooh. Anyway, the cyst is huge. Here, honey. Here. What do you guys think of all this? Is this crazy or what? Oh gosh, hi Mission Possible. Yeah, he's handsome. Yeah, I have 2 adults and 3 kittens already. Check for fleas so the other they're not in here with them. They're not in here. I'm keeping it separate till I get it to the vet. We think it's a girl. I mean, it looks like a girl with the slit and all that, but I need to get it to the vet immediately. And hopefully if it has like the feline flu or something or some little virus, medicine will help take care of that. But it's the sweetest little thing. It's so, you guys, it was so hungry. I mean, I knew it would be hungry, but that hungry, it was crazy. And then we got a bowl of water, right? And I don't know if it's had any water yet. You got to have water. So then I had to find a box, and I had some leftover litter, thankfully, and there's a litter box in there. And yeah, now hopefully they can just drain that cyst. Did you see how big it was? I mean, no, I know. The other kitties can get the what is it called? Is it RSVP or is that for an adult? I wouldn't let it near the other kitties now. No. I don't want to tell you how many cats and kittens I have now, you guys. I just don't. I don't want to say, yeah, that will be a boil. See, it's a boil. Please get a sharp razor and lance it. No, I'm not going to do it because for one, unless you have the right stuff, like I can put Neosporin on it at the end and everything, because actually, was it Charlie or was it a different guinea pig? Anyway, one of my guinea pigs had a little cyst, and I brought it to the vet, and they did that, right? And they said I can squeeze it out, but I have to have gloves on and that kind of thing if it comes back, and it didn't. And I've looked at videos and things. I don't want to mess with anything like that because if a germ got in there or something, I mean, and it got infected or turned into staph or I don't know if animals can get MRSA, but yeah. Hi, Mark. It's a big cyst, isn't it, on a kitten? To me, the kitten's roughly, I don't even think it's 2 months older. I mean, its face is really small. I think it's about 1 month older. Maybe it's only a couple of weeks, and these Maine Coons are just wrangly, kind of thinnish looking. Oh, yeah. I mean, you guys, the timing of this. Oh, could be the umbilical cord that didn't heal properly. Oh my gosh, yeah. Aw. Yeah, upper respiratory. Yeah. My niece had a cat that looked like that. It was a hernia. Had since birth. It did fine with it, but eventually a surgery to remove it. Yeah, it's soft. I mean, I didn't, and it doesn't go, it doesn't make any noise or anything. when I push on it a little. So I don't know. I'm assuming it's some kind of. When I walked in with that kitten in my daughter's room, she was just beyond shocked. So the name for the kitty, especially if it's a boy or girl, is Hope. Because that little kitty has hope now. It was so cold. It didn't try to get out of my arms. It just sat. I had my coat on. Yeah. All right. So please wash your hands. Yeah, I better go wash them right now. Look at your comment above. I did, right, chicken snake? The bulge, blocked hair follicle. Yep, could be. Yep. Hope. Yeah, I liked the name. All right. All right. I'm gonna go wash my hands. I'll put my pretty music back on while I wash my hands. I liked this music. Where is it? Which one was it? Now I don't know. Was it? I don't know. Was it this one? No. This one? No. Is it this one? This one? Or was this yesterday's? Oh no, it was this one. I like this song. Oh my God. Warm winter wishes, everybody. It's not fun for me to watch Jimmy live. It's not fun. So I watch it goes back at 2 times the speed or 1.75. I am a crazy crazy cat lady. Literally turning into that. Okay, let me get this off. Let me stop this. Okay. Why won't? Oh, he doesn't go to people's channels. I don't even think he went to Dumplings for a while. I mean, maybe only once or twice. He isn't going to come over here. And that's just going to make people talk. Oh, he went over to Papercut Tina's channel. Oh, he doesn't even really go to channel. You know, it's just more whatever. You know what I mean? Hi, Tashi. Yeah. Hi, Jumpstart. Doesn't matter. Those who want to stay here can. Oh, hi, something you proof. I know. I don't need any more cats. It's insane. 11, 12, 1, 2. I heard he wasn't doing panels until, well, I don't know. After the new year, I'm not sure. Chicken Snake, didn't I look at your comment? Hey, Tina and chat, on my way to see the Foo Fighters right now, tonight? Wow, lucky you. Eek, she says. Wow. Well, have fun and be safe. Okay. He sure hopped on Rose the other morning to reply. Well, yeah, there was a lot of talk about how some people aren't feeling welcome and blah, blah, blah. And I mean, I don't know. It kind of sounded like that's what Rose was talking about or something. And he said all is welcome. So, yeah, we had to take a cat. Oh, oh. Did it live? Is it okay? Is it okay? Please hit the like. I'm going to need you guys to hit the like if people are hopping out and going somewhere else. All right. Oh, let me put my banner up. There we go. All right, you guys. So I think I'll do the Japanese vending machine one first. Hi, Shannon. Hi. Um, um, um. Hi, honey. Hi. I'm getting a little later start these last two nights, or especially tonight, because I got all my Christmas stuff up. Yeah. Goodness gracious, here it is. This was in 1985. No, it went to Kitty Heaven, Chicken Snake. Yeah, Debbie, I had to. I pulled it out, even if it was a cat. You know, it clung on to me, and it truly was. Its little body was shaking like this. It was cold. You were removed? What? Just a small town girl? Oh, did we? Or did they? Goodness sakes, please. Because it's going to step on my iPad. Do you want to go out? Is that what you want? Oh, the other kitten wants to nurse still. Sorry. I just gave them a kitten chow with a little bit of water in it to make it soft. Foo Fighters. I haven't seen a concert since... Yeah, in Japan. In Japan. And this is a story I'm going to read. Okay, let's get to it now. Oh, okay. I got to turn the heat on. I just cannot. Oh.
Can I talk to Greg?
It's too late, Parker. It's like 11:30 at night. Wait, what time is it? It's 11:10. Okay. You don't want to be calling him before 11. All right, you guys, let's get into this story. 47 minutes have gone by.
Can I have the cell phone?
Paraquat murders, they're called the Paraquat murders, were a series of indiscriminate beverage poisonings carried out in Japan in 1985, you guys. The drinks were placed in or near vending machines where the victim would consume the beverage. All the beverages were poisoned with the herbicide paraquat, Paraquat, except for one, which was poisoned with story time. That's right, Mark. That was poisoned with diquat or diquat, Diquat. Police were unable to gather any evidence about the MURDERSs, and the case remains unsolved. When was this written? They never found the person? Good grief, you guys. So this is the Japanese vending machine, and they do. When I was in Okinawa, they had double liters of soda in there. Those are pretty big on top. I mean, we probably have some that big, right? But when I was in Okinawa in 1980, ooh, that scares me. I got things out of vending machines in 1986, a year later. All right, well, anyway, this was between April 30th and November 17, 1985. Location Japan. Poisoning with paraquat or diquat. 12 were killed, 35 were poisoned. Yikes. Okay, according to the New York Times, the first victim was 52-year-old Haruo Otsu on April 30th, 1985 in Fukuyama, Hiroshima Prefecture. Haruo stopped by a vending machine on his way to go fishing, purchasing 2 bottles of Oronamin C. Halfway through his second bottle, Haruo began to feel sick and was taken to a hospital in Tondabayashi, where he died the next night. 35 poisonings followed Haruo's, with 11 of them resulting in death between April 30th and November 17th. The poisonings primarily occurred in Western Japan, with Oronamin C as the primary drink target. Oh, I didn't know there was a drink target. I forgot, because I've heard this story before too. As mentioned in Jeffrey Nadrich's article, the Oronamin C Drink Company had a buy one, get one free promotion at the time of the crimes. Taking advantage of this, the criminal laced Oronamin C bottles with paraquat and placed them in and on top of vending machines to make customers think they got the promotion. The MURDERSs stopped after warnings were posted on vending machines by both vending machine operators and drink companies. Trigger warning? Thank you. Is that stuff flavorless? I don't know. Does anyone want to Google Ornamin? It's ORNAMIN, and then a big C, like it's almost a vitamin C kind of thing. I wonder if they were orangey tasting. Thank you for the trigger warning. Oh, wow. Okay. The MURDER was never caught and remains at large to this day. Wow. It was established that at least one other unknown person attempted to imitate the MURDERSs by putting lime sulfur into drinks in Tokyo. Yeah. Oh, does it? You found a picture of it and it looks like a Coke bottle? Is it brownish in color then, like Coke, with red on the outside? And I didn't remember the part where they said it was buy one, get one free. Now, I'll keep reading, but I think somebody found a full one that I think was even opened, and they were thirsty and they took it. And I believe it was a man and kind of a younger man. And I think that person might have died, but I'm not sure. But that's my memory lapse thing. So I'll keep reading and we'll find out. Citrus flavor. Wow. Oh, the poison is paraquat. PARAQUAT. And also, diquat or dequat, probably di, right? DIQUAT. Looks like the glass is brown with a red label, says Mary Jane. Wow. Oh. Okay. According to the New York Times, oh, I already read that. So this is Western Japan, probably really far away from Kadena Air Force Base and everything. Honestly, I don't even know if that's well, I was on an island. Okinawa's an island, so that wouldn't even be considered Western. I wonder what part of Japan that would be considered. I'll have to look it up sometime. Okay, so someone tried to imitate this situation with lime sulfur into drinks in Tokyo. There were also a small number of people who attempted to poison themselves in a method imitating the MURDERSs. What? In response to the crimes, police distributed leaflets throughout Tokyo with warnings to check vending machine slots before purchases and check bottle caps before opening drinks. While the police had no leads, it was believed that the crimes were organized and executed by a single person. The police also noted how the crimes had no targeted or consistent victims, making it impossible to establish a motive. Well, I mean, unless there's a lot of vending companies, right? Couldn't they have secretly maybe gone in there with cameras in all of them or something and tried to see? Well, no, the damage was done. They were already in there. It makes me think maybe then there aren't cameras in all business places. Okay. It says that it's a popular energy and vitamin drink that offers a refreshing way to recharge and boost your immune system. Wow. Thank you, Mary Jane, for looking that up. Frightening. Okay. So, why do I always yawn when I'm up here? Probably because I'm sitting and I'm relaxed. When I turn the heat on, I'm getting warm. Okay. In the midst of the poisonings, the Japanese Soft Drink Bottlers Association spokesman, Takeyo Mitsushi, shifted blame onto victims. He expressed how customers should notice broken seals, stating that if only consumers were more cautious, they would have seen that some tampering had been done.
Hey, Mom.
The Chicago Tribune reported that experts. Oh, no, wait, I'm up here. Okay, he expressed how customers should notice broken seals, stating that if only consumers were more cautious, they would have seen that some tampering had been done. Despite his statement, Mizushi issued 1.3 million warning stickers to be placed on vending machines across Tokyo. Additionally, vending machine operators posted their own warnings, advising against taking abandoned drinks found in or around the machines. The Chicago Tribune reported that experts in various fields at the time of the crimes speculated them to be a manifestation of Japan's orderly, intense, and work-oriented society. Her Koikai Iwa O, a Tokyo professor of criminal sociology, said it is not uncommon for Japanese who live under tremendous pressure, both on the job and in overcrowded communities, to let out their frustrations by hurting someone else, insinuating that the crimes were an outlet of relief for the criminal. Additionally, Sosumu Oda, a mental health specialist at the University of Tsukuba, suggested the crimes to be motivated by adrenaline rushes and a sense of superiority in imagining victims struggling. Oh, here it is. Here's a picture, you guys. Here is a picture. Just like you said, it does kind of look like a Coke bottle. There's the C. Look at the, okay, what does it say? Ornament C was introduced in February 1965 and was initially sold in a 120 milliliter glass bottle sealed with a bottle cap. It contains isoleucine and many other essential amino acids, as well as many vitamins such as vitamin B2, vitamin B something or other, and vitamin C. It is not only available in supermarkets and convenience stores in Japan, but also in Otsuka pharmaceutical company vending machines as well. The bottle cap was briefly replaced with a screw bottle cap, but following a nationwide scare during the 1980s regarding a large number of poisoned sealed bottled beverages known as the paraquat MURDERSs, the screw cap was replaced with a one-time pull cap, which cannot be resealed after opening. Activist Osamu Mutstani wrote that the previous screw caps allowed individuals to put in paint thinner and then reseal the bottles. Weird. In 2000, a sister product, Oronamin C Royal Polis, was introduced. It contains royal jelly and propolis extracts. Is royal jelly that stuff from bees, you guys? Looks sus, no thanks, says Mark. Looks sus, no thanks. Yes, they left him around the machines and right, not many surveillance cams. Mm-hmm. Yes, I see a bee, a bumblebee, and then the word yes. Yes. You know how I know that? Because there was a radio station back in the 90s that I listened to about royal jelly and how it boosts your immune system. And I mean, it's got to cost a pretty penny, but I probably would have done it. While originally sold as a medical health drink with carbonation added, the Japanese Ministry of Health and Welfare filed a claim resulting in the judgment that Oronamin C could not be labeled as a medical health drink. This was a difficult time for Otsuka Pharmaceutical Company, but before long, the Genki Hatsuratsu television advertisement featuring comedian Kan Omura became recognizable nationwide, and Oronamin C grew into a best-selling health drink in Japan. In the 2000s, even though people, yes, it's a milky secretion made by worker honeybees. I'm surprised Team Rose doesn't drink that or take the supplements or the whatever by the gallon. Just kidding, Team Rose. Just playing with you. Isn't that something? The popular Japanese singing group SMAP's or SMAP songs became featured in Oronamen commercials in 1994 and 1995. Around 2001, a television campaign called Let's Find the Yujiro of the 21st Century debuted, featuring actors from Ishihara International Productions. Since then, many famous Tarento have promoted Oronamen. Hideki Matsui worked as a spokesperson for sister product Oronamen C, Royal Prolis, during his career with the Yomiuri Giants. Those were the Japanese baseball players. It says it up here. Japanese baseball players from the Yomiuri Giants also promoted Oronamen with the phrase, Oronamen is a small giant. The tagline, C power becomes G power. Those were used in advertisements. This campaign appeared for about 10 years in the mid-1960s. Enamel billboards, television advertisements for marketing Oronamen along with Atsuka Group products. Can you just believe it, you guys, the way they have to push and push some drink? I mean, and I'm sure people bought it. Tons of commercials. I'm not going to read them all, but it's 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 15 celebrities, co-star sports, athletes. Unreal. Okay, so they're really big on their games over there, their advertisements, all that stuff. All right, enough of that Oronamen C talk. This next one, Myrna Salihin. Salihin. Oops. So this poor woman, Myrna Salihin, her supposed friend was very jealous and set this up. When I heard this story, I was like, wow. Interesting, Mary Jane. Oh. Royal jelly was a donut. That's funny. Thanks, you guys, for hanging out with me. Okay. So I should be able to find a video. Oops. Wait. Why isn't this working? Oh, there we go. On January 6, 2016, her name was Wyan, probably Wyan, Way, right? Myrna Salihin died in Abdi Waluyu Hospital after drinking a Vietnamese iced coffee at the Olivier Cafe in the Grand Indonesia shopping mall. There's pictures of them sitting with all these people around them, and she's sipping on her iced coffee. And she like collapses right there and stuff. Oh, thanks, Mary Jane. Hi, Peachy. Other than the drinks or same one? No, this is a different story. This is about a Jap or a, is she Vietnamese? Well, they're Jakarta. Anyway, I just started it. It was 2016, and this young, pretty Japanese girl was invited by a friend, or I even think this woman knew her for years. I better not say that because I'm not totally sure. But she went to have a coffee and died because it was poisoned. I read this story a couple of years ago. All right, so she died in the cafe in the Grand Indonesia shopping mall in Jakarta. According to the police, cyanide poisoning was most likely the cause of Myrna's death. Police charged Jessica Kumala Wongzo with her MURDER. Jessica was found guilty of the MURDER and was sentenced to 20 years. Jessica's appeal was later rejected by the higher court. The case became the most famous and phenomenal MURDER case in 2016 in Indonesia, with the Indonesian media covering the case extensively. The ruling of the case was televised on national television and watched by millions of Indonesians. All right, so this is Indonesia, not Japan. She was a graphic designer. She was married. She was married the year before in 2015. She was born in March of 1988. So how old would that make her? 88, 98, 2008. 18 would have been 30, so she was 28 years old. I thought she was like 22. She was 28. She was born in 1988. She was the daughter of Edi Dharma Wan Salihin, a businessman in Nai Ketut Sianti. She had just recently married Arief Sormarco weeks before her death. Weeks. At 3:32 p.m. on January 6, 2016, 27-year-old. My math is not good. Jessica Kuma. Oh, no, this one. Wait, Jessica's the one that killed her. So she was 27, arrived at Grand Indonesia Shopping Mall in Jakarta to meet her friends at 5 p.m., including Salihin. Yeah, so that's right. She wasn't even meeting just this woman. Others were there. After making a reservation at the Olivier Cafe and doing some shopping, Wongzo returned to the cafe at 4:14 p.m. and ordered drinks, including the Vietnamese iced coffee that allegedly killed Salihin. I think when she puts the stuff in, it's on camera. Kind of, if I recall, but I'll keep reading here, up at a bar area, like a, do I want to say barista? Or is that the wrong word? Anyway. Okay. Oh, okay. She ordered the drinks. Okay. Wongzo waited until Salihin arrived at 5:16 p.m. And during this time, the drinks were hidden From the view of the security camera with shopping bags Wang Zhou had placed on the table. I remember that now. There's these shopping bags that she placed so she could put stuff in her thing that allegedly killed Salehin. Or not a, okay. All right. Soon after arriving, Salehin took a sip of the coffee and started having seizure-like symptoms. Wow, one little sip. Arif Somarco, her husband, rushed her by car to Abdi Waluyo Hospital in Menteng, central Jakarta, where she later was pronounced dead at 6:30 p.m. She had one sip? Must have been a big sip, but then again, cyanide, right? Would take just a small one. How awful. That's quick. Yeah. Cornettos. Ice block on the outside, ice cream on the inside. Interesting, Mission. You're from Australia. I love learning about all these things. They have it on camera. Yeah, well, her having bags and yeah. Oh, Mark, you've seen this one? Because you say right up, two up, you said, I remember this one. You've heard about this? We are on to coffee. This happened in 1985. No, it didn't. What am I saying? 2000, I'm thinking something else. 2016, and you're talking about something else. Okay. Wow. Okay. I think I need to put some, oh God, lotion or something. I got some lipstick on my face. All right. Oh, you saw it on YouTube somewhere. Uh-huh. I've never heard of ice on the outside. No. What are those things called? Frozen yogurts. Those are pretty good. I haven't had one in ages. Mochi or machi. No. All right. So now let's see. She was pronounced dead an hour and 15 minutes later because she got there at 5:15, right? According to the autopsy conducted at Kramat Jati Police Hospital on January 10, evidence of bleeding was found in Salehin's stomach. The police claimed the cyanide was found both in the coffee as well as in her stomach, but samples taken 70 minutes after her death showed no signs of cyanide. Okay, that's weird. On January 30, 2016, Wang Zhou, a former permanent resident of Australia, was charged with the premeditated MURDER of Wayan Myrna Salehin and was taken into police custody pending trial. The Australian Federal Police handed over confidential files regarding Wang Zhou's psychological state, amongst them a restraining order against her made by an ex-boyfriend, to Indonesian authorities. Wang Zhou's lawyer, Yudi Wibowo, denied her client's involvement in Salehin's death. Okay, so she was from Australia. The trial began on June 15th, 2016, approximately a month after Jessica Kumala Wang Zhou was named a suspect. The nearly 5-month trial was broadcast live and became a national spectacle. On September 28, Salehin's twin, Sandy, said that Wang Zhou sent her news about poison after Salehin's death. I didn't know she had a twin. This poor woman had a twin. Wang Zhou said that she was confused about what happened to Salehin and stated that she did not suspect anyone. Her colleague, Christy Louise Charter, stated in court that Wang Zhou has two personalities which contrast with each other, and added that she was used to manipulating people to gain sympathy and would be very angry if the attention could not be gained. October 27th, Wang Zhou was found guilty of the MURDER of Wayan Myrna Salahin by putting cyanide poison into her coffee and was sentenced to 20 years in prison. Hi, Undercover. Hi, Arco Show. And there were four girls at the table. All right. The Jakarta Post said that in line with the indictment, the judges concluded that Jessica Murdered Myrna, in revenge for previously telling Jessica to break up with Patrick O'Connor, her former Australian boyfriend. So she just says that, and she's like, that's it, poisoning your coffee. After a lengthy appeal, first being rejected at the Jakarta High Court and then again in the Supreme Court, presided over by Judges Artijo Alcostar, Salman Luthan, Sumar Dayatmo, unanimously turned down Jessica's cassation appeal. Cassation. We reject the cassation, said the Supreme Court spokesman. Suhadi is quoted by Tribune News. So there's been a film by Netflix. Maybe you saw it on there, Mark, or maybe not. It's called Ice Cold, Murder, Coffee, and Jessica Wong So. It was aired on September 28, 2023. Wow, that was aired this year, you guys. The film features live and exclusive interviews with Jessica, as well as several other interviewees, namely Myrna's father and twin sister, Jessica's lawyer, and journalists who explored the case. The documentary was produced by Beach House Pictures, one of Asia's largest independent production houses. CNN Indonesia reviewed the documentary to be nothing more than a provocative drama documentary, which can lead to chaos because of the emergence of pros and cons due to the discussion. Well, whatever. That person can have its opinion, and then, obviously the father wanted it made. All right, here's some pictures. This is the woman that was found guilty. Jessica Wong So is accused of lacing her friend's coffee with cyanide.
Sorry, Taylor.
And now, what's this picture?
I had so much. I figured out what could go out of my mouth, and that's why I've been so frustrated lately. I'm so angry.
All right, this is a picture of them together as friends. Obviously, the one that was Murder has the red and black on. Jeez. Oh. Okay, and they both had studied at a design school in Sydney and had kept in contact in the years after they had graduated, Wong So and Salihin. Wong So had worked for a New South Wales ambulance, faced hours of detailed questioning during the Murder trial. She denied the charges. She couldn't remember her movements after arriving at the cafe, she said, in court. A total of 46 witnesses, including the victim's father and the husband and twin sister, as well as cafe employees, testified at the trial. The Australian Federal Police also assisted in the case after being guaranteed the death penalty would not apply. And these are family members and her father at the trial. There's her father in the middle. Maybe that's her mother in the red thing, I'm not sure. Yeah, somebody signed, and the guy, well, it could have been a woman delivering it, didn't match the name to the signature. Yeah, that's literally what happened. So if you watch my video from the beginning, I mean, this kitty has a, not a teeny cyst. It's the size of a, how big would that be? A plum? No, maybe not a plum. I know. Yeah, that woman was recently wed. Yeah, jealousy. I think so too. I said a little more than that. Split personality. What was her motive? Supposedly, that woman that was Murdered told her that she needed to break up with her what, then boyfriend, or, but I mean, but I think it's more jealousy and things like that. She's newly married and she's saying, oh, I don't know if she was being abused or what. "20 years, can you believe it, Mark? Insanity." This is what I mean, like, yes, silver dollar, that's the size. But it's so plump. I mean, it's sticking out at least that far, you guys, when I touch it. Hi, Tina. I was at Dolly's. Oh, you're blocked for nothing? You know why. It's because of insecure women think Jimmy can't take criticism along with, not really. That's not why. I'll flat tell you why. Because you hang out on my channel and everybody talks. And it's because, you're friends with me and you watch my shows. It's really, really ridiculous. I mean, this is the thing. Other people have made mistakes too. Other people have put stuff out there. I'm just going to say it, including Sierra. She knows. Why aren't people doing nearly a witch hunt for her? I mean, I don't want to say witch hunt. You know what I mean? Just like after me, after me, after me, every little thing. Yeah, I mean, it's just, it's like, and honestly, I kind of knew this was going to happen. The longer I'm away, the more alliances other people can make, the more mob mentality can grow, the more channels things can go to, right? I mean, it's just, but you know what? He did the best that he knew how to do. And he stated himself that men get over things and women don't. They harbor grudges and resentments and bitterness for, I don't know what he said exactly, but months, probably even years. I don't know, compared to men. No turtle trouble for you, Mark. You're funny. They're acting like a cult. Well, I mean, it's mostly the people. It's what I said on a different live on these different creators' channels. Not even just his, but the ones that have been up on panel and think they're have like control of him and his situation. It's beyond a protection thing. It's a controlling thing. I mean, when people are being blocked for like no reason except to be associated with me or something, that's control. I mean, and where there's all that anger and control, there's fear. So what on earth are they so afraid of? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm still a turtle. Good grief, you know? Okay. Gosh. It really is incredible. This is BBC News. I'll cut it off every 10 seconds like I normally do. Oh. Is this a picture? Can't be. Every 10 seconds, here we go.
It's been called Indonesia's trial of the century. A number of major TV networks in Indonesia have broadcast the trial live, and broadcast watchdogs say that this is trial by the media. Today, the police have had to control the crowds of people who flock here for the verdict, and some of them have traveled from
outer islands. She'll say it right now.
Islands to here, Jakarta, just for the verdict. Under the glare of the cameras, the judge handed down his sentence, 20 years in jail for premeditated murder. The reaction has been mixed. Some are happy with it. Some say that the justice has not been served. And Jessica Kumalo Wongso defense team say that the case against their client is weak and lack of evidence to prove guilt. Jessica Wongso is a permanent
Mm-hmm. 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 Well, that's probably because it's going around that they do. And then they deny it. But I know certain people are aware, and I'm hoping he is. It's whatever.
resident of Australia, and Australian police have agreed to assist the Indonesian police with their investigation after receiving assurances that she will not be handed the death penalty once found guilty of murder.
All right. Well, okay. Enough of that. All right. Here's some more. 16 of the weirdest criminal cases involving food. Okay, we'll admit it. We're always hungry for a bizarre MURDER mystery or wacky crime story. We blame Carolyn Keene, author of the Nancy Drew series. The more twists, turns, and strange but true clues, the better. And heck, if there's food involved, we're diving down that rabbit hole faster than you can say. Who fed Jean Benet the pineapple? We've gathered together some of our favorite food crimes that will give you chills and make you scratch your heads. We can't say you'll be particularly hungry after reading about these food-centric crimes, but hey, at least you're satisfying your appetite for mystery, right? From tales of black widows to shady cults and MURDERSs that have yet to be solved, these crimes will give you goosebumps and perhaps make you want to hire a food tester. You're positive this isn't poisoned, right? There are forums dedicated to some of the below mysteries, so if you consider yourself an amateur sleuth, feel free to get to work to devise your own theory regarding who, what, where, when, and why did Jean Benet eat pineapple in the middle of the night. After reading these food-related true crime stories, you'll absolutely be convinced that the truth is stranger than fiction, and also that pineapple may just be an omen to be determined. Weird. The carbolic acid cocktail MURDER. Thanks, Peachy. Well, I mean, the thing is, they're a mess right now, and I don't like to always have bangs, but this lady that dyed my hair red after it was black and I wanted it a different color and I had to have it bleached first and I had to go somewhere to get it done. had these really teeny little ones right here, but I noticed longer here. So it wasn't just, it was like shorter and longer, and it was really cute. Anyway, thank you. So the carbolic acid cocktail, MURDER. I don't really like having that much forehead showing either all the time. You know what I mean? And now it's an utter mess. Oh shit. It's really bad now. Oh God. Oh God. Anyway. Okay, in 1965, Mary Mars Kawine, a 39-year-old housewife living in Lexington, Kentucky, died after a night out with her husband, Dr. Madison Carwine III, and two friends, Sam and Betty Strother. She was found slumped in her chair with an empty cocktail glass on the table next to her. This is 1965. Her autopsy revealed she had been poisoned with carbolic acid, which had burned her stomach and caused fatal gastritis. Any one of Mary's several drinks from the night could have been laced. However, injection marks found on her legs suggested she was sedated before she was forced to drink the acid-laced cocktail. That's really sad and scary. On the evening before her death, the entire group had each consumed about 10 drinks each. They had ended their night out at the Strother household, where Mary reported she wasn't feeling well. Sam Strother took Mary home, which is where they each had another drink. Sam left and rejoined Madison and Betty at his own home. What? So where did he take her? Took Mary home, which is where they each had another drink, and then he left and he rejoined. Oh, he went downstairs or something and rejoined Madison and Betty at his own home, where they continued drinking. Madison ultimately spent the night. It's believed, yeah, it sounds like it. It's believed that Madison, who was involved in 2 affairs at the time, was behind Mary's MURDER. Being a doctor, he would have access to both the carbolic acid and the needles. Police also theorized that one of the women, Madison, was seeing a doctor herself, could also be involved, or maybe it was the doctor husband of Madison's other flame. Due to a lack of evidence, the case was never solved and no one was indicted. Are you serious? Well, that was back in the 60s though, right? The second one here, Rudy Kurniawan's wine forgery. Yeah, that is cruel. Very cruel. Well, see, that's the thing. Whoops. Thank you. That's the thing. You're friends with me, and then you're going to be walking on eggshells and wonder what day it's going to be, what show it's going to be. Are you going to get blocked before Jimmy even comes on, and then he won't even really know? I mean, geez. All right. Rudy Kurniawan's wine forgery. She's the Generation X Great Gatsby. Was a young, rich, avid wine collector who stockpiled valuable Burgundies. Oh, Rudy. This is a man. Okay. That he ultimately auctioned off for $35 million in 2006. However, the bottles of Domaine Ponceau Clos Saint-Denis. How am I doing with my French? How am I doing? Included in the lot dated 1945, 1949, and 1966, which had been authenticated by some of Burgundy's most discerning and difficult connoisseurs, Rosé Concern. As the New Yorker writes, the proprietor of the estate pointed out that Domaine Ponceau did not begin making Clos Saint-Denis until 1982. This, among other clues, led the FBI to raid Kernayawan's lavish home and stash of wine in 2012. What they found were used corks, brand new labels ready to be attached to bottles, and wines that had been altered to taste like the real deal. Kernayawan, or Rudy, had been producing the rare wines in his collection himself and fraudulently selling them for millions. He's now serving a 10-year prison term for his counterfeiting crimes, and his story is documented in the Netflix documentary Sour Grapes. Interesting. Okay, this next one we've heard of. I've heard of it too. It's not good for business for sure. Same. Yeah. I'm gonna get some coffee and warm it up and play this beautiful music again. All right, I'll be right back. Because I have like this much. Actually, first I'll take my meds. Okay. With this cold, because I can't possibly do it with the warm. Is today Tuesday? What's today? So yesterday was Monday. I need to take Mondays. All right, let's keep reading while I take my meds. The Great Maple Syrup Robbery. I think I read this on one of my past shows. Do you guys remember this at all? Put a 1 in chat if you remember the Great Maple Syrup Robbery. That's a nice winter story. At least in Vermont, they make maple syrup, right? Fresh from the trees and everything. Where else do they make it, you guys? It can't be just the state of Vermont. I mean, it's got to be wherever the maple trees are, right? Or something? Like, do they make homemade syrup in New Hampshire, Maine, Vermont, New York? What else is up there? Up in the East Coast up there. New Hampshire, I already said that. Connecticut. One, I think so. All over, really, says MS. Canada, okay. Massachusetts, I didn't even think of that state. They make homemade syrup in Michigan too. So everywhere. Maple syrup is originally from northeastern North America. Interesting, Mary Jane. I have to slurp, you guys, to get my antidepressant down, to tell you the truth, or I'll be choking. All right. Oh, dear. Take the vitamin later. Canada produces 85% of the world maple syrup. Nice. All right. Let me put on our groovy or whatever music here, and I'm going to get something to drink, okay? Be right back, and then we'll read about the which one was that? Was that the, now I can't remember what I played. See, I'm doing it again. I need to make sure. Is it the movement of India? Let me see. It is. This is the movement of India. Wah, 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 wah. I'm going to turn it up, you guys. On the thing, on my thing. you guys. I'm going to show you my living room. We all like Christmas things. I'm going to show you. No, don't be chewing on that. All right. You guys want to see all the work I did today? Oh. Okay. Turn this light off. This is my deck. Green and pink. Can you guys see that? Green and pink on red, whatchamacallit. Shoot. Just a second. I'm on the 3rd floor. No! Oh, God. Panda just ran in. See? No, I'm not doxing myself. I don't think. Okay, go in, Panda, please. Ay, geysers. I've been out on my deck before. Ugh. And then I've got the heat on. This is my Christmas situation. I have so much stuff, you guys. Oh my. Look at my stockings. Can you believe it? These 2 little gray ones. Wait. These 2 little gray ones were for the guinea pigs when I had 2. Of course, there's my name back when I was married and Parker's. We got enough stockings, but I'll use them. Here's a little stocking. I'll use them for the animals. This is why I've been putting it off, because I go all out. Like most people, right? This is our tree. There it is. See, it's pretty high. And then we'll put, well, we're not going to have gifts. I'll put the Christmas bags with the dollar things. My little, oh, sorry about the tremors. Gosh darn it. Wait, how do I get that off? There we go. Little churches, little house, little winter wonderland, right? This is what my son was born on December 29. Can you guys hear me good? Yeah, he would be busy if he filled all those. The sled and the truck I got, I'm always getting these little things from my best friend who dated my ex-husband before I moved here from Boston. Her name's Teresa, and she gives me little things. But this was given to me, this huge stocking. Look how big it is. When my son was born from the hospital, because that was December 29, which, by the way, is Tattooed Angel's wife's birthday. This is from my mom from the antique store in Florida. It's wood. And then she sent me that cool stocking. It's very thick. See? Corduroy material. See that? Or rug. And of course, and I bought this for something new. I thought it was so cute, isn't it? From the $1.25 store, right? It's not even the dollar store anymore. And then, of course, I have to decorate the kitchen. I can't believe I'm showing you guys these. I bought this at the $1.25 store. Guys like my puppy dog clock. Oh, it plays music. I need to turn the button on the back for that. Look at these. These are salt and pepper shakers of olden, not olden, but olden Santa. See that? My mom sent me these. This opens, put cocoa in it and whatever. Yeah. Big cookie jar up there. My gold and white apple that I got from Terry. My mom sent me this probably, I don't know, 5 years ago. You can put things in it, like a basket type deal. Whoops. Yeah. See? We got our gosh darn freeze warning. Wait, I got to make sure things are dripping, and they are. Yeah, I bought these just the other day at the store. I stuck those white ones in there. These are the turquoise, silvery, glitter things I was talking about. But yeah, it's pretty nice, huh? My sister gave me the kiss. Where is it? Gosh darn it. There it is. Look at that big chocolate kiss. Is that the coolest? Hershey's Kisses. And of course, the lid comes off. Sorry, you're probably getting flippin' dizzy. Yeah. And then, see what I do? I wrap a white blanket around the rug so it looks kind of snowy and kind of whatever out here. See that? The cats seem to like it. This was a cute little pillow my mom sent me. It had something in it. Wait. See? So I have some pretty cool things. This will keep the cats from running out. See this big bell thing? Cats are afraid of that. Yeah, so it's pretty festive and nice around here. I'm happy about it. All right. Oh God, kittens! They run right to the door. No, no, no. Go inside. You little patooter faces. You take care of your babies. Oh God, you guys. All right. Oh, check out my pillows. I bought one for my daughter and one for my son maybe 5 years ago. Oops. Gosh darn it. Little kitty cat faces. Well, what are you doing? People want to say hi. Say hi to mommers. Are you kneading? Are you doing needs? Hi. Hi. Look at them all looking at me. Sally, tulips, shadow. Thank God I didn't drop this thing. Oh. God, what is that? Did you hear that? I hope those are kids. Oh, Lord. Okay, hang on a second. Good Lord, what was that? That scared me. Oh, let's. While I'm at the Christmas stuff, I'm going to film this. Look at this, you guys. My friend Terry gave me this snowman. Let's see what the kittens do. Let's see what the kittens do to this. Let's see if they go up and sniff it now. Maybe not. I'm going to put it in the middle. Don't be scared. It's just a stuffed animals. Look at this. Look at this. He's over there. He's on my stool. This one's over there. Okay, here we go. Ba, 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 ba. Oh my gosh. I didn't think they would all run off, you guys. Thank you. Aren't they funny? They just ran off like crazy. Oh, look. Oh, here they all come. Check it out. Are they gonna sniff it? Let's see if they sniff it. Oh, they're creeping up to it. Look at its tail. Look at that tail, you guys, all puffed up, but not the body. Look how big they are just from 2 weeks ago, you guys. It's crazy. Are you hanging out? All right. Do sniffs. They're doing sniffs. Well, the mama kitty pees over there. Can you hear that? Good grief. I don't even see him drink water hardly. Isn't this funny, you guys? What you doing, Tulips? Oh, he's playing with my hair. Look at. You're a girl. I keep forgetting. You guys are all girls. I mean, you gals are all girls. Hi. Hi. I'm about to turn it on again and see what you do. Oh, look. The black one's a little closer now. Come up to bed. Hi. Hi. I'll give them all a chance to sniff. And he's afraid. Gosh, they're all girls. Oh, what's going on here? Nope. All right, I'm going to turn it on, you guys. Oh, goodness. Are you getting intense? Oh, he's taking his teeth. Look at this. And grabbing the top, you guys, and rattling it around like it's like he's a little dog. Look at this. Do you think it's a big toy? All right, here we go. Oh dear. Okay. Talk about mixing the show up a little bit. What'd you guys think of that? Mama cat has no worries, like it's a stuffed animal. Did you see Sally? He was taking it and going and shaking his head like a little dog or something. Like it was intense. Okay, I haven't seen a cat or a kitten do that. This is so much fun. I know, isn't it funny, you guys? That one is just watching the show. I know. Cats are curious and psychic. It's a pit bull cat, says Shannon. Give them some catnip. Well, yeah. All right. Oh, let's do it. You guys want some catnip? I'll put this here for now and I'll give him some catnip. I'm going to take the banner thing down though, so you have a better picture. Banner. There we go. Wait, is that all red pillow there? Oh, gosh. Fiddlesticks. I get it in right and give him some. All right. All right, it's time for catnip now. You guys have never had catnip. Oh dear. Whoops. This is from Maria G. all the way from England. It's called Yow. Not meow. Yow. YEOWWW catnip. Aw, poor guinea pig. He's so alone, but I don't know. He's handling it okay because he's older. All right. Oh. Oh, wow. You guys, it smells like fresh cut grass. Come here. That should be enough. Oh my gosh, they're going nuts. Ooh. Oh, the mama kitty's eating it. I guess it's okay. Don't you like it? Oh my gosh. Are you sure they can eat it? Such a young age. Be careful. Don't get too high. Don't get too high. I love having kittens. It's really fun. And to think they were like born here even. Oh, be careful. Sally is lapping it up, you guys. Look. Oh my gosh. So is Shadow. So are you. Are you going to feel funky pretty soon or what's the deal? The mama kitty. Oh my gosh. Wait, where's mama kitty? Where's mama? Boy, they love it. I don't think my daughter wants to come in here right now, so we'll show her this kind of situation tomorrow. Well, you kittens don't seem too high. Now Mama Kitty on the other end's getting... Hi, cutie. He has gold flecks too, you guys, like from his daddy. See the cold? Oh, you're getting a little relaxed. Are you getting a little relaxed? Mama Kitty getting a little squirrely. Oh gosh. You guys okay? Are you gonna survive this situation? Oh, wish I didn't have tremors, you guys. Uh-oh. Okay, be careful eating too much of it. I think Panda wants to come in. Whoops, what happened? Did I just turn it off? Uh-oh. Oh, that's Daddy. He wants to, like, pee in here. I'm not kidding. And I don't want him in here pissing. I can say that on the internet, can I? Pissing. Now what? Comments. Was that funny? Tina has a new rescued kitty. We named her, we think it's a female. We named her Hope. Yeah, I'm not going to go get her again. She might be asleep under my daughter's bed or something. It's okay, Tina. We understand. Oh my goodness. Hi, Steph sells stuff. Wait. Steph sells stuff by the seashore. 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 Rapper's back. Hello. They do love it, Lisa. Oh gosh. You had a Maine Coon. They're very interesting cats. They're very I don't know. They're just not, I've had lots of cats through my life. They're very brave. When these kittens were quite small, they were climbing up the side of that. Maybe all kittens do that, though. I don't know. Oh boy, it's a cat party. The music's off, right? Well, I went to get my coffee, which, oh, by the way, it's in the microwave. Isn't that lovely? Anyway, one of the kittens stepped on my my thing. So let me get back to that. And we were going to talk about the maple syrup thing, right? These are the 16 weirdest food MURDERSs. What a bunch of weird flipping. Where is it now? Oh, here it is. I'll read this maple one and then I'll go get it. We've done the carbolic acid cocktail, MURDER. We've done the Rudy Kurniawan's wine forgery. So he didn't MURDER anyone, but he made, what did he do? He didn't make his own wine. He just put different labels on things and sold them for more money or something. And then this one's the Great Maple Syrup Robbery. Do I have good sound, you guys, and everything? Same thing happened to me. Oh, okay, I already read that. Oh, they're drinking some water down there now. This is my messy hair night. So I got to make it extra messy. All right. In 2016, Canadian maple syrup, oh, it's Canadian. All right. Was valued at $1,300 a barrel. Far more expensive than oil. Really? All right. It's liquid gold. And because of that, people will do crazy things to get their hands on a piece of the profit. In 2012, 540,000 gallons of maple syrup were hijacked from a Quebec warehouse. Controlled by the Federation of Quebec Maple Syrup Producer, the value of the stolen goods totaled over $13 million. It was one of the biggest mysteries to hit Canada, and the story still dazzles people today. Yeah, you know what they did? They put water or something in these barrels all this time. Well, they took the maple syrup somewhere else. Yeah, because I saw this video somewhere. Syrup is heavy and sticky, a Montreal resident told Vanity Fair in 2016. How do you hide it? Who do you get to smuggle it? Where can you sell it? It's like stealing the salt out of the sea. It was assumed to be an inside job by someone who was renting space in the same warehouse. It was an inside job. And later that year, 3 men were arrested and a major portion of the stolen syrup was recovered. Somehow the crooks were able to leach syrup out of the barrels it was stored in and scatter it over the border. Word on the street is that a movie about the heist is currently in the works, and we can only imagine it will be exactly like Ocean's 11, except Canadian. Wow, that's all there is about that? All right, I'm just going to read on. I mean, there's more out there, but I think I'll just read what's here. Okay, weird. I guess I'll read this because I didn't know, like, pineapple, I have a hair in my mouth, have anything to do with John Benet Ramsey until just now. Uh-oh. Oh, my God. Look at this. The cat is... The other cat is sticking his paw under where they've destroyed the carpet. Okay, well now. Oh my gosh. See? How many kittens do flips like this? They flip when they see each other. They flip. Oh, you guys, that stupid thumb was in the way the whole gosh darn time. You got to see this black and white paw coming under here. All right, we'll wait till it comes back. Shoot, I'm blabbing away and my thumb is covering up the camera. Okay, did you guys know anything about this with that little girl, that beauty queen? There are a lot of factors at play in the unsolved Jean Benet Ramsey case. I think, though, for one, that one man did it that's already in prison. He's saying he did it, and everything lines up with what his best past high school friend is saying. It's a long story. I'm not going to get into it, but I think they found the killer, I think. There are a lot of factors at play, including mysterious and rambling ransom note in the undigested pineapple in JonBenét's stomach. The pineapple has always been a puzzling clue for investigators working on the 1996 MUR-DER case. Her mother, Patsy Ramsey, told police she didn't feed JonBenét pineapple the night she was killed. And yet a bowl of pineapple sat on the kitchen counter? What? When police arrived the next day. 20 years later, the question still remains, who fed 6-year-old JonBenét the pineapple in the middle of the night? Many speculate JonBenét's brother, Burke, prepared the pineapple and perhaps accidentally, what? No, he's been ruled out. Killed his little sister when fighting over the pineapple snack. Investigators think Burke perhaps hit JonBenét with a flashlight after she stole a piece of pineapple from his bowl. However, even though other theories have seemingly been ruled out, the evidence to prove the pineapple story true is simply not there. Weird. Okay, here's number 5, the 2009 peanut butter salmonella outbreak. I think I remember this, but I've totally forgotten. Did you guys hear about this peanut butter outbreak or salmonella outbreak? Aw. Oh, yes. Right? Put a foot on one side of the spine and one on the other. My daughter, but she's 19, but started asking me when she was 18. And I said, I don't want to pop anything too intense. She wants me to help her pop her back. And I'm fairly light, but I've done it. I've done it a few times because it gives her some relief and things pop and stretch. I don't think I can do it anymore. I do remember a lot of recalls for peanut butter. Trust me, it won't hurt me. I'm strong. Walk on my stomach. Interesting. Well, you got friends over here, Rapper. Bob Evans took him. Bob Evans. Rapper, why do you feel like crying? What? Thanks, Shannon. Yeah, that was. Okay, now I'm roasting. I got to crack the window and turn the heat down. Holy cow. Good grief, it's hot. You want to go out? All right, go ahead. Okay. You guys ready? Whoops. Speaking of gold, wait, where was that? Oh, there it is. All right. I guess I'll put my banner back up. People have been helping me. Really appreciate it. I can bring my kitten to the vet either tomorrow or the next day. But there's no doubt we rescued that cat with a cyst that size, starving like that. It obviously didn't want to go home. I mean, you know. And actually, it may not even be anyone's kitty around here. You never know. It could be down the street. Somebody could have dropped it off. I mean, I'm doubting that, but. Okay. 9 people died from a salmonella contamination in peanut butter between 2008 and 2009. Another, 714 Americans got sick across 46 states. The salmonella peanut butter outbreak of 2009 was one of the deadliest salmonella outbreaks in U.S. history and resulted in the recall of over 3,900 products from over 360 companies. Upon investigation, the Food and Drug Administration found out that employees at Peanut Butter Corporation of America PCA plants were ordered to ship out peanuts with samples that tested positively for salmonella in a first test and negatively on a second test. Good grief. And yet it wasn't until 2014 that PCA CEO Stuart Parnell was finally sentenced on more than 70 criminal charges and received 28 years in prison. This is the longest sentence for any food-related crime to date. As of 2018, all appeals related to the peanut butter outbreak case have been denied in court. Gee, you guys, that was in 2009. Oh, wow. All right, I'm going to go get my, whoops. Guys, I'm going to go get my coffee and play this cool tunage again. Okay? I'm loving this song. Loving it. The cats are going absolutely nuts. Oh my gosh. Cats are just unreal. This is the movement of India. Look at the daddy put his claw under there. Oh, shit. Damn it. They're kind of crazy. All right. Okay, am I playing it? Oh, okay. I'm gonna get my coffee. Got some. Come on, here. Gal, I really like that song. I think it's so cool. Tina and her cat co-host. That's so funny. Yeah, owning a pet, you'll laugh every day. I like crunchy peanut butter. My kids prefer the, what's it called? Creamy, smooth Skippy. So that's usually what I buy. I don't eat a lot of peanut butter, but you know what? A good English muffin with no butter, just peanut butter on it. Nice and hot with the peanut butter is really good. Reese's peanut butter is so good. I don't like Reese's Pieces that much. I mean, they're okay, but I've done that before. I did that with a black cat that was like, ooh, walking around, and then somebody said it was the lady on the bottom floor over there. She always lets it indoor, outdoor. But you guys, it's got a big cyst. There's many people, right, that don't get a trust fund like I do, or don't have a, PayPal Cash App, and they just ignore these problems with animals, whether they jump off their deck and then they get them back and they have a broken leg. That happened to one of my friends, and then it jumped off again years ago and it never came back. Yeah, so anything that you, is the word donate or Cash App or PayPal me, more than likely is going to go to these kitties. I still have to get the kittens dewormed. They need little exams. And now I've got this little gray tabby. It's grabbing my, it's biting me. You little oh my gosh, the black one was playing with my hand and my foot, and the other one charged at it like he was jealous. Oh, oops. All right, where is that? All right. Always buy Jiffy. Yeah, Jiffy has a real strong peanutty smell, doesn't it? Nice. All right, you guys. So I know you've all heard of this one, right? The Jonestown Kool-Aid Mass. SUICIDE. I know you've all heard of this. Okay. But I'll just read it. It's number 6. All right, go down. Seriously, don't drink the Kool-Aid. Jim Jones, an influential church leader and would-be cult leader, founded the People's Temple in California in the early 1960s. His charismatic personality gained him a massive following, whom Jones ultimately brainwashed into believing that if they left his church, they would be put into government-run concentration camps. Now, I didn't know that. I don't know the details and stuff. I also didn't know it was in California. I thought it was like, I really did. Thought it was in like Africa somewhere. So when public attention, okay, what's going on? Okay, toward the People's Temple became too much, Jones moved his organization. Oh, there you go. Moved his organization to Guyana. Or is it Guyana? Guyana. And established Jonestown. However, America was still fascinated and wary of Jonestown's goings on. So in 1978, U.S. Congressman Leo Ryan traveled to Guyana. It's Guyana, isn't it, you guys? To investigate what exactly was happening at the compound. However, Ryan never returned home. Oh, goodness. I knew someone got attacked, but I didn't know that a man did. I mean that I knew that actually, you guys, I'm 99.9% sure on this. She goes by Justice Jean or something. Not not the Justice Jane that goes around and chats. This is Justice Jean. She has her own like news, whatever show. She was the one when she was younger that got shot and laid for hours on the tarmac. I read an article on it and survived that ordeal. But as far as this man goes, okay. Ryan never returned home. Just before boarding his plane back to the U.S., in which he would be transporting several Jonestown members back home, he was attacked by another group of Temple members. I didn't know that. I didn't know they were another group of Temple members. I thought they were just like the police for, what is his name? Is his name Jones? Now I can't remember. Jim Jones. Yeah, I thought, I didn't know they were, well, what are you guys doing? Uh-oh. What's all this crackling noise? All right. Oh. Oof. Maggie! Your finger is across the lens, Tina. I know. Well, this is when Maggie, okay, it's 1:00 my time. No, a lot of times it'll be like 3 or 4 in the morning and I've got to go to bed and she's got her afternoon going. So it's morning for you, right, Maggie? For hell's sake, I'll step on you if you'll shut up about it, rapper. You guys are funny. All right, let's get along. Let's get along. Why do you keep doing this? You want in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out 100 times. Come here. There you go. There you go. Go see your lover boy kitty or whatever. Ginger. Deb, yeah, okay. You guys are funny. Too good to refuse. All right. Okay, you guys. So 5 people, including Ryan, were killed in the attack. I didn't know that many were killed, you guys, before boarding the plane. And another 11 were wounded. Knowing this was the end of Jonestown, a paranoid Jim Jones ordered a mass suicide. Now, I didn't know that's why he ordered a mass thing then. I thought it was just way later on, and because he didn't drink it, correct? Okay, in which all Temple members would drink a Kool-Aid knockoff laced with cyanide and tranquilizers. Over 900 people died. I didn't know it was that many, you guys. Thought it was maybe 300 or something. Oh, 300 of whom were under the age of 17. Trigger warning. Thank you. See, Jones himself died of a gunshot wound, and less than 100 Temple members survived to tell the tale. Less than 100. Only one person was charged for his involvement in the events, was found guilty of conspiracy and aiding and abetting in the murder of Leo Ryan. Gee. Yeah, it was a mass one, all right. I may talk ill of a creator because it's the truth, and when they really hurt me, it is fair, but I do not have loath on my heart for long. I fight for what is right. Ah, Selena. Me too. I mean, you know, I think that's why I'm getting new subs. People are finding out what's going on, and my like reaction to everything is peace, harmony and unity, especially at this point for weeks. Your finger, oh, I already read that. I know. All right. Now, you guys, this is weird. I don't know what this means. I haven't heard of it. It says the strawberry needle scare. What is a strawberry needle? I don't know. Let's find out together. Well, I hopefully don't burn my mouth because I almost did before. I have this much coffee and I did like 2 minutes. It's perfect now. I have pumpkin spice creamer in it, you guys. Okay. Australian woman. Okay, so for the Australians in here, if there are any in here right now, might be able to, or might have heard this. Oh my gosh, are you kidding? Look at this, you guys. Watch this kitty play with my rope string. Wait. And now he's walking off. He was charging and hanging from the rope string like a monkey. Ah! Oh my God. Gosh, you guys are so intense. You made me scream like a girl. It's an Aussie one. There you are, Lulu. Australian woman, my oot trin. You know, what's the word? You know, well, I don't want to say slaughtered. Well, I slaughtered the name probably and the everything. Trin, anyway. MYUTTRINH was charged with 7 counts of contamination of goods in 2018. Oh, you're kidding. After she inserted sewing needles into strawberries? You guys. Oh, gosh. I never heard of this. Who else in chat has heard of this? Put a 1 in chat. That's just gross. I mean, yeah, there's big strawberries and there's little strawberries, and we've actually bought some here this big. I mean, they're not from here, right? They're from another country, but still. Oh, gosh. Anyway, I'm going to have a hard time when I buy food. I'm going to be like examining things closer. Oh, God, what's going on? Okay, this was at an Australian supermarket. My Trin, who was a former employee, exactly, Lulu, former employee at the supermarket, faced up to 10 years in prison if convicted. However, her act of revenge inspired copycats, oh brother, to do the same in supermarkets across Australia. Really? That many? Over 100 reports of sewing needles and pins found in strawberries plagued Australia in early 2018. Hundreds of reports, as did reports of metal fragments being found in other produce like bananas, apples, and mangoes. You know, this shit is scary. I hope by me reading this, I'm not giving any wackadoo. That's what Honey Bunny likes to call them, ideas out there or something. I don't know. The Queensland Strawberry Growers Association, although Grateful Trin was arrested, demanded the copycat crimes also be investigated. The fear of the needle epidemic hugely affected the country's fruit industry as large quantities of strawberries were recalled from supermarkets nationwide and consumers simply stopped buying them. In fact, a social media campaign called #SmashAStraw right here. #SmashAStraw was created in an attempt to support local strawberry farmers during the crisis. No way, you guys. I love cheesecake. I mean, who doesn't? But I really love it. Once I take a slice, I want a sliver and another sliver and another sliver. Do you know what I mean? And we have a cafe called Caliphone Cafe here, and they make peanut butter cheesecake and all kinds of really yummy stuff. Wackadoodies don't need help. They cray all on their own. Yeah. Jeez, you guys. You hate cheesecake, Shannon? Oh, blueberry, strawberry, cherry, peanut butter, chocolate, Oreo. You can even have it with the Oreo on the outside. What other kinds are there? And then you can buy that big wheel with all kinds. All right, that's what I'm buying along with other things with my food stamps. I got to write it down, though. I always forget. Oh, you guys, I never heard of this. Who heard of this? The Case of the Deadly Cheesecake. Who heard of this? Number 8. Anybody heard of this? You love it too, Debbie? Too thick and sweet for you? Oh, God, it's so good. It's so good. And I wouldn't even like carrot cake that much if it didn't have that. What is it called? Oh, the cream cheese frosting thing going on. Oh, man. Wow. I want to hear it. Good morning, Meggers. Hi, Nanya. Hi, Meggers. Yeah, another reason not to eat cheesecake, says Shannon. All right, here we go. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's almost 1:30 here. Oh gosh, you guys, this is in New York. In 2016, Victoria Nazirova of Brooklyn, New York, served her friend who looked like she could have been her sister, Olga Tizvike, a slice of poisoned cheesecake. The dessert had been laced with Wait, I don't want to say that. If I say these things on here, I'll probably get in trouble. Anyway, it's a Russian tranquilizer. And I already said CYANIDE earlier, and shoot. Yeah, Team Rose, this is insane. It's literally insane. I can go years and years and years. When we rescued Smokey, that was an all-gray cat, it was skin and bones. Its eyes were as big as saucers. And I put food out, right? Well, I put a box, and it ate it one day, because at that point, I think I had 4 cats already. I think I did. And I put a box out to bring to the garbage or whatever, and it was asleep in there. It hopped right out really fast. So then I was like, oh boy, it's hanging around. It probably, even though I'm on the 3rd floor, it probably smelled my other cats. Like, they have incredible smell sense or whatever. Like, dogs have more olfactory, what is it, nerves or whatever, but cats are the second. But anyway, and it was so scared. I put food all the way back by that big screen door window. Opened the door, had to put all the other cats, right, in another room, and it crept in and crept in. And when it was in the middle of the living room, right, because they're fast, and I just slammed the door shut. Ow. And we had that cat for, I think, 8 years. And it was the sweetest thing. My son used to put Smokey on his skateboard and push him around. And when I brought him to the vet, they said the cat was about 4 years old. And they can tell by the teeth, right? But it's a good thing I rescued it, because a week in that it was here, I've said this story before, it was sitting on well, this used to be Parker's room, this bedroom here. It was sitting on his bed, and its eyes were listless and almost rolling up in its head. And luckily I noticed and came in here. And I yelled, I think the cat's dying, blah, blah, blah. So a few hours later, I got him somewhere, some veterinarian place, and they said he had a UTI infection so bad he was like nearly on his way out. So they said that cat had had kittens before, right? Maybe even a couple of times or something, they said. So, antibiotics and whatnot, but it ended up passing away at only like, well, for 12 years, but we had it 8. And it was from, started out with constipation, and I'm just going to say it right here. He was so constipated, even with this green medicine they give him, he was sort of yowling in pain. Or not yowling in pain, he couldn't go. So I laid him in the bathtub and put gloves on. I did, you guys. And I squeezed the side of his anus because it was all protruding, and I helped him get stools out. I did. You got to do what you got to do. So the medicine wasn't really working, and then he was starting to bleed, and we had to put him down. When I saw a few drops of blood in my hall, I was just sick, and I knew. And I cried like the biggest baby. You can imagine, if I'm rescuing slugs off a sidewalk, how I am when my pets die. But I know they're not suffering anymore, so I'm always boo-hooing at the place and when I leave and in the car on the way home. But then I'm okay. It's not like mourning and mourning and mourning and like some people go through. I've had to put so many animals down because I've had so many. And I only do that after they have quality of life checks. I don't just go, oh, they're pretty sick, I'm going to put it down. Heck no. I gave Tito had 2 quality of life checks. I paid $10, not a big deal, but to go out there just to get this done. Yeah, I mean, I don't agree with people that keep their animals around because it's better for them and they know they'll miss them and all this, if an animal's suffering, because especially with cats, I don't know if dogs are exactly like this, but with cats, you can't, if they have a really bad stomach ache or they haven't eaten or they can't drink water, if they have kidney disease type thing, they just go off under a couch or a chair and hide more and are suffering. Anyway, Let's read about this one. Hi, Lizzo. Thanks, everybody, for coming over. Ashley's World. Oh, that's my sister's name, which, by the way, you guys, remember I said on live, I'm definitely going to call her. I'm being really honest. I sleep in and then I'm overwhelmed and I completely forget. And like, I'm going to have to write myself a note. And it sounds shameful. Write yourself a note to call your sister. That's how crazy it is. Like, I always say this, I really haven't had time to eat. I'm sipping on some coffee. I'll eat when the live's over, but I'm so busy, especially with all I kind of need to do. Like I still need to give the guinea. No, I don't. I gave him shredded lettuce and carrot. Okay, I thought I didn't give him a vegetable. But I'm gonna call her. But I know what I say isn't going to do any good. If her mind's made up and she believes God is going to heal her, but I got to call her. I'll call her before I talk to my mom. That's for darn sure. Yeah, when animals are, especially when they can barely drink, but then when they're laying right by the cat water bowl, that's it. Isn't it odd? They can't even drink water. All right. All right. So this is cheesecake, Team Rose. All right. This one is 16 and we're on number 8. Food, deadly food things. And this is in 2016. Victoria Nazirova, Brooklyn, New York, served her friend, who looked like she could have been her sister, Olga Sivik, a slice of poisoned cheesecake. The dessert had been laced with a Russian tranquilizer. Her motive, oh, you guys, to steal her identity? Ugh, goes from bad to worse. After the woman passed out from the poison, Nizirova assumed she was dead and staged her death to look like an suicide, scattering pills around her unconscious body. What? Then she took off with her passport and her employment authorization card, her gold ring, and loose cash. Another friend of this woman who passed found her about a day later. And she later recovered from the overdose? Oh my gosh, you guys, she was alive that whole time. Well, that woman was taking her things. She could probably hear her. Right? She was probably in and out of consciousness or something. Oh my gosh. When authorities tested the cheesecake, they uncovered the poison and were eventually able to track Nizirova down. She was charged with attempted MURDER, burglary, assault, and reckless endangerment. And this wasn't the first time Nazirova was suspected of MURDER. She reportedly escaped to the U.S. as a suspect in the Russian MURDER of Alla Alexenko, whose burned body was found in a shallow grave. Trigger warning. Nazirova supposedly seduced the detective investigating her involvement before fleeing the country, where she lived a luxe life financed by rich New York men, some of whom she drugged and robbed, you guys. What a weirdo. Oh, good grief. Number 9, powdered sugar or COC. You guys know the rest of the drug name. Don't even type it in chat, you guys. Ever since Team Rose, what happened? You were put on suspension or something for 1 week just for saying some word. Don't type it in. Don't put it in here. I'm a little more careful, I guess. All righty then. And they're showing these beautiful, what look like cream puffs or something. Don't they look yummy? Mmm. Jonathan Harrington, a student at the University of Miami, thought he'd have a bit of fun with administration who came to search the college dorms, as is commonplace throughout the year. Okay, this is just a student at a University of Miami. Jonathan Harrington. The students are notified ahead of time, so they have an opportunity to clean up their act before school officials arrive. However, Harrington thought he'd do the opposite on purpose. What are you guys playing with over here? What's going on? What's going on, Cyrus? What's going on? All right. Putting that behind here. I never heard of this before. This case. Oh. Okay. Wait, what's wrong with this? When inspectors arrived to Harrington's dorm in 2015, they found lines of white powder and rolled up dollar bills left out on his desk. Harrington had staged the scene with powdered sugar to make it look like he casually left his you-know-what out in the open. But what was intended to be a practical joke ended with Harrington in prison, charged with felony you-know-what possession. Indeed, oh, that's interesting. It was indeed powdered sugar, 23.7 grams of the finest you can buy at Publix. I know the amount from the police report. Harrington told Miami News Times. Oh. Not now at 1:30 in the morning. My friend, Teresa, who I said gives me all those things out there to hang and everything through the years, has gifts. But she's a night owl like me lately. So I know she doesn't mean now. I'll get back to her later. Okay. He told the Miami News Times, this Harrington student. Oh, jeez. All right. I doubt they'd believe me. To them, it is more plausible that I left $1,500 worth of you-know-what strewn around my apartment. The powder initially tested... What? You guys, listen to this. The powder initially tested positive for, you know what, the drug. But after the crime lab retested the substance, they realized it was just powdered sugar, and the charges against Harrington were dropped. Oh, I thought because he played around with the idea, he went to prison. But he didn't. The charges were dropped when they found out. Aww. Ooh. Do you hear this ruckus? They're crazy. They're absolutely crazy. I'm going to get out their wheel thing. Or yeah. Come here. Here.
Hey, Mom.
This one's weird, you guys. The soggy bread scam. Look at this picture. I don't know what on earth. Takashi Ishimoto of Tokyo was accused in 2015 of making fraudulent complaints about soggy bread, which resulting in him illegally obtaining 30 million yen, equal to $251,000. Ishimoto, who the Japanese media dubbed a full-time hustler, would call a store and complain that the bread he recently bought there was soggy. He would then call the store again, this time posing as someone from the head office, and demand they give Ishimoto some replacement bread and all the cash they took in for the day as an apology to the customer. Are you serious? It's unknown how Ishimoto convinced store employees. My head's always cut off from this thing. There we go. It's unknown how Ishimoto convinced store employees he was calling from the headquarters, but he did nonetheless. He admitted to his crimes when Tokyo police arrested him, and further investigation into Ishimoto has linked him to several other Tokyo-based cons. Ew, trigger warning. Trigger warning. Number 11. We'll go up to 16 and then I'm going to end my live. Over 3 hours. In 2008, Heather Mook of York, England, was sentenced to 5 years in prison after she was found guilty of feeding her husband, John Mook, spaghetti tainted with rat poison and antidepressants. She did so in order to keep her husband in constant state of confusion, while she leaked $43,000 from her mother-in-law's, or I should say euros, from her mother-in-law's bank account. Money set aside to help pay for her elderly care. That's awful. Money set aside for her mother-in-law's elderly care. This woman was taking. According to BBC, John Mook made a full recovery from his poisoning and told the media that he hopes his wife is given proper treatment. I think she needs some serious help, and I hope she gets it, he said. Before her marriage to John, Heather had also stolen money and jewelry from a previous husband, one of 4 that Heather had. And she had also faked a terminal illness for monetary gain. Heather Mook had even poisoned her 6-year-old daughter with antidepressants in 1982. However, she seemingly never served time for doing so. Well, I hope to God she didn't pass. Okay, number 12. This is just too weird, you guys. All right. The Nacho Cheese Trail. Oh, that looks good. Are those bacon bits on top? Anyway. Francisco J. Munoz thought he had successfully robbed an Iowa City convenience store in 2015. However, like Hansel and Gretel leaving breadcrumbs, Munoz conveniently left a trail of stolen snack foods and lottery tickets for police to follow. Officers found Munoz about 100 yards away from the store, carrying 2 cases of beer and covered in nacho cheese. Covered? Munoz ultimately caused about $1,000 worth of damage and faced third-degree burglary charges, along with second-degree criminal mischief and public intoxication charges. Sadly, Munoz isn't the only one who unknowingly left a trail of goodies after leaving the scene of the crime. One New York man dropped bits of macaroni salad. after robbing a Build-A-Burger and ice cream. And a British car thief stole a milk truck and left bottles and loaves of bread in his wake. How cute. These kitties are really playing with it, you guys. They never do that. That's so funny. 13, only 3 more after this, and I'm going to end my live, you guys. My neck's hurting. I think it's from leaning into this thing. The Janie Lou Gibbs case. In 1966, tragedy struck the household in... What's going on? These stupid flipping commercials. Ugh. In Cordell, Georgia. 1966, the Gibbs household in Cordell, Cordele, Georgia. Janie Lou Gibbs' husband Charles passed suddenly, promptly after eating one of Janie Lou's meals, from what doctors believed was undiagnosed liver disease. Then 9 months later, Janie Lou's 13-year-old son, oh my gosh, you guys, Marvin died in a similar way. And then 16-year-old Melvin Gibbs died months later from what officials thought was hepatitis. Good grief. Okay, here's a picture, you guys. 2 boys and her husband in the middle with her. Is that her trying to portray? Right? I think that's her. Janie Lou Gibbs. Holding those pictures. It all seemed to be a bad string of luck, but things turned around when Janie Lou's eldest son, Roger, married and had a child. But a month after the baby's birth, what? Her oldest son died too. He died from a supposed heart condition. 3 weeks later, what? Oh, wait. The baby died, you guys, and then Roger died of kidney failure. This is like 6 people. The number of deaths surrounding Janie Lou Gibbs were suspicious for obvious reasons, so authorities exhumed her family's bodies and they were re-examined. All tested positive for arsenic. Janie Lou had poisoned her entire family by feeding them rat, poison, to collect insurance money. $31,000 worth. Because this was in the 60s, right? 1966, so it would be a little less. She ultimately received 5 life sentences and passed away from Parkinson's disease in 2010. Which, by the way, I'm going to say it again, I do not have. These are essential familial tremors. There's a creator out there that is convinced that's what I have, and it's not. I have EFT. I've been to a neurologist. I've been diagnosed. There's a 10% chance, only 10, it can turn into that, but I can walk fine. I'm not slurring. My speech is good, especially after a stroke. I have really good speech, right? Wouldn't you think if I had Parkinson's along with the stroke? I never had any residual. Well, no, these tremors aren't from the stroke either. They started in 1989 when I was, let me think. I was like 29. Because I was 18 in 1980, so in 1990 I was 28. I was 27. All right. What? The $1,000 banana moon pie. And here's a picture of a moon pie. I don't know what on earth that means, but let's read it together. Number 14. Councilman John Givens from Baker, Louisiana, stole a banana cream moon pie. I've never had a moon pie, you guys. Anyway, from the Ragusa's Meat Market convenience store in 2014, surveillance footage shows Givens unwrapping the moon pie in the store, eating it, and shoving the wrapper into his front pocket. When Givens approached the counter to pay for his other items, the clerk asked him if he was also going to pay for the moon pie. Upset, Givens pulled out his councilman badge and told the cashier, "You must not know who I am." A warrant went out for Givens' arrest, and Givens turned himself in the next morning. He was booked, and his bond was set at $1,000, about $999 more than the cost of that moon pie. All right, that makes sense, right? That's why it's the $1,000 banana moon pie. Gee. All right. The magic cheese scam. I love cheese, you guys. Who else loves cheese? I love it all. I love feta. I love blue cheese. I love American. I love Velveeta. I love cheddar. I love jalapeno. I love Swiss. I love Monterey Jack. I love Gouda. I know. It's so good. I'm addicted to cheese the way some people are addicted to. I mean, I don't eat it every cotton picking day, but if I'm kind of hungry and I just want a little salt or something, I'll grab a couple slices and then I'm good. Oh, brie. Brie's good too. Fondue. We made a fondue pot when I was, it was in the 70s, you guys. And we dipped our little pieces of bread in it with a stick. I think, or a skewer. Oh, God, these cats are insane. Not insane, but, oh, look at this. This is what I go through at 5 in the morning with them. They run, and they're really, like, they don't just play. They're intense. They're hiding in the corner. Is there one up there? They're very ruckusy. Oh, all right. So the magic cheese scam. Now, what is magic cheese? Catnip crazy. There you go. I didn't even think of that. Oh. They're almost knocking over my coffee. And 74-year-old Gilbert van Erp most likely didn't look like a scammer, but nevertheless, she scammed thousands of Chileans into buying $400 kits with which they could make magic cheese. This cheese, Van Erp said, could then be sold to cosmetic companies for big bucks to be used in luxury beauty products. Put a 1 in chat if you've heard this darn story. I haven't. Van Erp's swindling was part of a large pyramid scheme she crafted in 2005. She and her cronies first gave kits away for free and paid people for their first batches of magic cheese to gain trust with the Chileans and prove that the kits were the real deal. Over 5,500 people in Chile bought into Van Erp's scam, which made Van Erp and her team multi-millionaires. They shared a sum of over $16 million. The scheme finally collapsed in 2006. As of 2016, Van Erp had just gotten caught and was standing trial in France alongside her 3 accomplices. Yeah, her name is Gilberte or Gilbert or however it's pronounced in French. See? Okay, number 16, the cod father's fish ring. The cod, not God, cod as in fish. The codfather. The codfather. I'm not kidding. It's right there. AKA Carlos Raphael of New Bedford, Massachusetts, was a self-proclaimed pirate, owning a fleet of more than 40 fishing boats and having several run-ins with the law for tax evasion, price fixing, and illegally netting oversized fish. The codfather sat on a whooping 175 million business, a worth 8 times more than what he told the IRS. He specialized in selling fish under the table and had his boat captains misreport their catches so he could send falsified reports to NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. Basically, the codfather was the king of laundering money and frauding the fishing industry out of millions. Raphael was finally caught by undercover IRS agents in 2016. He was indicted on 27 counts of fraud, as well as other charges covering more than 800,000 pounds of fish. Mother Jones reports in 2017, Raphael was only sentenced, what? To 46 months in prison. You know, wow. Okay. Woo! 3.5 hours and then a few more minutes. You guys, I'm going to end it there. Sounds fishy to me, says Matt Fury. Hi, Matt. Thanks for coming back. Hi, everybody. Kelly Golightly. What? I haven't said anything about Ryan. I don't even know who Ryan is. The only Ryan I talked about was like a case back in what, the 70s or 80s. There's no talk about a creator. I don't even know a creator, Ryan. If you're wanting that comment to go to me, I have no idea. And I don't talk about other creators, and I don't talk bad about them. That's why if they do about me, they eventually stop sooner than later. If they have a kind bone in their body, I should say. Ooh, that sounds really good. I love avocado. Oh, that's an interesting name. Afera Media something. Welcome, team. Well, welcome over here. Thank you. Thank you for everybody's help. Thank you, Mary Jane, for looking up things. For me, mine shows 79 likes. I have 94 people watching right now. I don't know the highest number. Hi, Teresa Bronson. If everybody would like to hit the like, that'd be super. If you haven't subscribed to me, that would be super too. Yay. Thank you, everybody, for coming over. Thank you. Welcome, Ashley's World. Melody Seeger. Hi, I think you might be new over here. Because I'm okay, pretty good at remembering names, and there's some new people, and I love that. Tell your friends, tell your family. I don't know if I'm like true crime. I'm more like crime, but is crime true crime? Like, what's the difference between crime and true crime? Is there a difference? Any other? Good to see you, Maggie D. Cookie Monster. There's Cookie Monster. It's just so incredibly nice to see people come back, because that means I'm doing something right. I haven't quite figured out what it is, but thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. Goodness gracious. Okay, this has been fun. Thanks, you guys. Hit the like, subscribe if you'd like to, and I'll probably see you tomorrow. Okay, love you guys.